Hopefully we got some sound on here. You know, IG, Facebook be tweaking. They be tweaking. Is there some sound on here now? Kiki, your sound on here? It's good? Bet. Yeah. So check it out. Just to put something out there in the ethers real quick though. Let me ask y'all some real shit. Think about this though. No bias, no nothing. Just think about it. When our people get pulled over by the police, just pulled over by the police, do you ever hear a policeman ask one of our people, do you belong to Freemasonry? Do you belong to an Eastern Star? Do you belong to a Black Shriner? Just think about this for a second. See where I'm going. Do you ever hear police? I ain't never heard it before. I never heard a cop pull one of us over or come into some kind of interaction with our people and ask us, do we belong to some sort of secret society? A so-called secret society, right? Do you ever hear that? I ain't never heard it. What about y'all? Have y'all ever heard that? Somebody say, do you belong to some Freemasonry or Eastern Star? Have y'all ever heard that before? I ain't never heard that shit before. So the point is, you ones out there that's talking about you in a so-called secret society, you a Freemason, you an Eastern Star, you're a Shriner, you know, you belong to some kind of fraternity. Yeah, you belong, that's what they say though. They say that bullshit. So, you say that you belong to some kind of secret society, right? Allegedly secret society, so-called. Then what does that mean when the people that do belong to that, they still get their ass pulled over, ID violated, all their human rights violated, then they get fired on? Where is your fraternal order? I never heard a cop say nothing about this. Well, what fraternal order do you belong to? Are you an alpha? Are you a Q dog? Are you a Kappa? You don't hear that kind of shit. You know why you don't hear that kind of shit? Because they don't give a fuck about none of that kind of shit. None of that shit means nothing. What you saying you doing in the little fraternal little whatever you is, that don't mean nothing. You know why it don't mean nothing? Think about this shit right here, fam. Think about this. We got our people, right? That'll jump into all these little different little fraternal orders, thinking that they're gonna be ancient, free, and accepted. Yet when you come across a policeman or a European, how come they got a different house than y'all got? If y'all supposed to be part of the same fraternal orders, let me show y'all something. You supposed to be part of the same fraternal orders. You say you a Freemason, right? Our people be they be saying they're a Freemason, you know what I'm saying? They got the ring on and all that shit, right? They ain't got the knowledge, but they got the symbolism on. They got all the regalia on. They got the symbol right here, right? They got the gnosis ring on, but then you ask them a gnosis question about who the logos is, or what does it mean to say that you are a Mason. You ask them these kind of questions, and then they start getting tongue-tied. So then you take it further and say, oh, so you a so-called Freemason. Do you ever hear police asking somebody if they're a Freemason? But see, you got our people out here thinking that if they join up with some kind of fraternal order, that they gonna somehow be protected. Then you like, all right, so if you gonna be protected, why are so many of our people getting fired on? Killed in the street. You think that shit really means something? If you really knew what you saying out your mouth, as far as you saying you in a fraternal order, right? Don't you know the police is a fraternal order too? The police are a fraternal order, fam. You think they not? Google the police. Look at their shield. Look at their badge. They telling you all in the symbolism what they own. They telling you what they on. I'm just throwing out some shit that I'm thinking about on this live and shit. So our people get divided because we want to link up with so-called fraternal orders, frats, sororities, and all this shit. Exactly. They the biggest gang. The police is the biggest gang. How can you say you for the upliftment of our people and then say I'm going to join a fraternal order that's looking at our people like organ donors and livestock? How can you say you're going to join up with our people? You love our people, but then play both sides. You can't play both sides with this shit, man. Even if you read your good book, all you Bible quoters, scripture quoters, and Bible holders, think about this. Let this shit bake in your noodle one time, or maybe a few times, right? If you looking up what the Bible says about, yeah, morals can give it to you any kind of way. Real shit. Hold up, let me clean this lens off. So if you talking about serving two masters, you can't serve two masters. You have to love one and shun the other. Period. That's it. You can't say, well, I'm for the upliftment of our people, but you know what? I'm a like these a lot of motherfuckers be doing. Pastors, reverends, deaconesses, police. You can't serve two masters, fam. You can't serve two masters. You either gonna love one and shun the other, or you just gonna be a sellout. You just gonna be a fucking sellout. A lot of our people be on that shit. They run into the bag. They like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna link up with this fraternal order because I'm in a fraternity, or I'm in these women. A lot of women be like Eastern Stars and shit, right? They join up with these sororities, and you got dudes that join up with these fraternities, and then it be like, if you know that these motherfuckers are enslaving our people, why are you saying you want to be a part of that fraternal order? And the police department is a fraternal order. Look it up. Shit real. Huh? Think about it, fam. Think about it, fam. You can't play both sides. You're either on the noble side or you're on the dark side. Period. A lot of our people be thinking they want to join a fraternal order to try to be ancient, free, and accepted. But in that process, you're not being free, fam. You're not being accepted. If you was really being accepted, right? Think about this. If you joined up as a Freemason, Prince Hall, you joined up with Prince Hall. Do you know the history about Prince Hall? Prince Hall had to kick off his own shit because the Europeans didn't want him and us, Moors, inside they shit. So then if you put the knowledge to that shit, that means them Europeans don't fuck with you like that. They don't fuck with you like that. And they're going to look at you like a clandestine because you're hiding something from your own people. But you yourself think like, oh, well, I'm learning some knowledge right now about my people. Whole time, you don't even rise above the 32 and 33 degrees. So what knowledge are you really learning? What are you really learning, fam? So you rather have a fraternal oath, death oath, blood oath, to an organization that's for the enslavement and murder genocide of our people, versus saying, I'm finna link with my own and we finna uprise on our own shit for the Moors. Think about it. You see how motherfuckers see this uncomfortable conversations. I might kick that shit off. Title that shit as a blog or something. Uncomfortable conversations. This shit could really be so comfortable though. If our people would just stop trying to fit in, stop trying to join the fraternal order, stop trying to join the police department, stop trying to join the European military, and start your own military. How about that? How about we start our own fucking military? How about that? How about we police our own neighborhood? How about that? Motherfuckers be talking about Moors don't be just be talking. If you listen, Moors be talking about real solutions. Solutions that's already been set in place. We just ain't done this shit. It's either we lazy, don't want to read, or stuck in ego and belief systems. And the last one is, how can I be down ass niggas? How can I be down ass niggas? How many motherfuckers you know like that? They just want to join something just to be down. You just want to be a part of something just to be down. It don't matter if they shitting on motherfuckers or not. You just want to be down with something. If that's your MO, that's your MO. I can't fuck with you. But that's your MO. How many motherfuckers like that running around here? They know what they doing, yet and still, they still be a part of that genocide shit. You feel me? Shit wild as hell. Wild as hell. Just to be like, oh, I want to be a part of a fraternal order. Police are the biggest gang out here. They're a fraternal order. Yeah, just to be accepted. You would rather give up your soul just to be accepted by motherfuckers who really don't give a fuck about you. Think about how like the Stockholm syndrome of self-hatred that is. Think about the fucking self-hatred you gotta have. If you say somebody pull you to the side and be like, hey, I could give you this, I could give you that. All you gotta do is turn your back on your people and you can have all this shit. I'm gonna give you this, I'm gonna give you substance, I'm gonna give you finances, I'm gonna give you every kind of connect that you need. But you gotta turn your back on your people. You taking that deal? You taking that fucking deal, fam? Because a lot of people, motherfuckers be getting it twisted. They be thinking like the European is the only ones that's out here doing this shit. No, sir. Those not facts. The facts of the matter is you got good and you got evil. You have good and you have evil. You have people that are working on the good side, the light bearers, and then you got the evil bearers, the evil ones. The light bearers are the ones who are antennas. We receive information from the source, and then we beam and transmit information to our fellow man. That's a light bearer. Not done for ego purposes at all. There's no ego involved. If you got an ego involved, you never gonna sin, fam. If your ego is involved, if you're looking for some kind of pat on the back every time, you're not gonna ascend to where you're supposed to be. You ain't gonna ascend like that. You supposed to be. You could be what the fuck you want to be. But if you're trying to ascend to higher levels, then your ego got to get checked. Real shit. You got to be accountable for what you do, and this shit ain't easy. I'm not finna lie to y'all and say this shit is easy, because I'm in a motherfucking trap like y'all. I'm just an antenna. I'm just an antenna. Let me mute this. I'm just an antenna, fam. I'm just an antenna. I'm out here just like y'all out here, sharing the information out though. Real shit. So I got another one for y'all though. That was for the ones that be like, yeah, I'm a 32 degree Freemason. Yeah, 32 degrees, really? So you joined up with a fraternal order called the Police Department, Private Commercial Mercenary Department, to genocide and murder your own people? Yeah, really? Just to be down with something, right? You just wanted to be down with some shit. Yeah, think about that. Like, can you sleep at night? And it don't matter. It don't matter if you ain't the one that pulled the trigger on the scene. You know in the dough that you joined up with a fraternal order. Yeah.
I'm trying to see my son. He got the little braid gang on the top, right?
Right.
But he trying to get the side and shit taken up,
For sure, for sure.
And I know you good with that, because I done seen you
Gratitude.
So I want to see if that
So we do something tomorrow at like let's do something tomorrow. I'm on live, G. We do something tomorrow at like let's see, 12:30. 12:30. My dude. All the time. Work don't never stop, G. Work don't never stop. Jojo. Work don't never stop. Setting appointments up and all kind of shit. Cause I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? Talking to the people, man. That's what this shit is about. Whole time, I ain't forget the point though. You motherfuckers that join up with these fraternal orders, how do you feel about yourself? If you ain't the one that pulled the trigger, because motherfuckers be like, well, nah, you know, I'm not the one that did it. My partner did it. Blue Lives Matter. Yeah, Blue Lives Matter. Run this shit in your fucking brain one time, though. Say you a Moor. You're a melanated being. You in your own car. You done took your whole cop uniform off. You in your car. You coming home from work in your own car. You a cop, though. So you rolling and shit. You rolling. Get pulled over by the police. You like, man, that's one of my own and shit. Boom, you pull over and shit. Dude come up to the car on that. He come to the car on that. So he like, license and registration. You like, oh, I'm one of y'all. He got the gun on your head, though. He got the gun on your head. You one of them, though. When you got your blues on, right? Think about that shit. You only one of them when you got your blues on, G. But when you take your blues off, you just a regular Moor. You just a regular Moor out here. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? You just a regular Moor when you're out here. They're not looking at you like a blue. Blue Lives Matter. You in your own car, you get pulled over by the motherfucking police. You like, yeah, I'm one of the guys. I'm plugged in. I'm a blue. Yeah, you a blue. Police come up to the car door. Put your hands up. All run you the whole game and shit. Peace, Moor. Put your hands up. Got the bang all on you and shit, right? But you like, oh, I'm one of you. I'm one of y'all. We the same. We the same. Yeah, you one the same. See? You see? Don't get too fucking comfortable because you think you a cop, but you a melanated being, so that means you a Moor. You a Moor first. You get pulled over by the police, you ain't got your blues on, or whatever the fuck you supposed to have on your uniform, they gonna think you a regular cat. That mean they could blow your ass down. They could blow your ass down, fam. Whole time, you think because you joined up with the police department, you joined up with the police, that they really gonna honor you, fam. The police department was not set up for that. The police department was set up as a genocide private commercial operation. Big facts. Police are not out here to put law out here. Police are only out here to protect corporations and for genocide purposes. That's what police out here for. You feel me? Police are not, I know this might be sounding like Arabic to some of you motherfuckers out there, but this is the facts though. Police are not out here to protect and serve you. No. They are only out here to conduct private commercial genocide operations. When I say private, I'm talking about a corporation. Reference point. Reference point. Get you a law book. Get you a law book. You look up what a corporation is. Get you a law book. You see what a corporation is. Police, man. President, corporation. Police, corporation. The only ones that's not a part of that bullshit entirely are the sheriffs, the sheriffs. Other than that, you out here dealing with motherfuckers who don't give a fuck about what you talking about. How do you stop that though? Form up your own militia. Like my brother Jamal be talking about all the time. All the time. Form up your own militia, G. What y'all waiting? You waiting for the police to be like, oh, we gonna come out here and save y'all. What? Police ain't finna save you, fam. They not finna save you, G. Police job is not to save you. Police job is to bring in revenue for the corporation. That's their job. That's their job. organ donors. Somebody might be on the block. Some millionaire might need a liver. They might need a lung or something. Yo, they might need a lung. They might need something like that. Who you think they gonna get? You better not put your motherfucking ass a donor on your little driver license. You gonna be the motherfucker that get got. Don't put an organ donor on that commercial activity instrument. Don't put that you an organ donor on there. You're gonna get fucked. Real shit. How do you prevent all of this shit from happening? Enforce treaties and enforce the law. Same shit Moors be talking about all the time. All the time, G. All the time. All the time. What's up? Man. Then you have somebody like, man, you know, I'm just gonna do what they tell me to do. Alright, so run this shit in your head then, right? While y'all motherfuckers out there busy, being distracted with all this bullshit that's out here, right? How come this right here? How come doctors, right? How come doctors have never diagnosed the population to put masks on before to prevent the common cold? But now they telling you to put a mask on to prevent something that they ain't got a vaccine for? What? What? They want you to put a mask on to prevent something that they don't even have a vaccine for. They want you to get tested. So why they ain't been doing that then? Why they ain't been doing that? How come in all of the history of medicine, what happened? What real shit? What happened to the common cold? Motherfuckers don't even talk about the common cold no more. Everything COVID. So the common cold just motherfucking disappeared on some Harry Houdini shit? What a common cold at right now? Don't nobody even talk about the common cold no more. So it just disappeared? So that's not a virus? Come on, man. Shit wild as hell. Motherfuckers don't even be thinking no more. Motherfuckers be hearing shit and just be locked into the TV. And it's like, fam, are you fucking thinking about what they talking about? They don't even talk, yo, Kiki, they don't even talk about the common cold no more. At all. At all. You don't even hear nobody talk. So the common cold just disappeared, right? Yeah. The motherfucker disappeared? It disappeared? Wow. That's a hell of a magic trick. The whole common cold just vanished. Everything is COVID-19 now, G. So how come they ain't make you wear a muzzle? I call them motherfuckers muzzles. How come they ain't make you wear a muzzle 2 years ago? If they were saying what they saying was really 100, how come they wasn't enforcing people wearing mandated muzzles before this shit kicked off? Why you ain't wear a muzzle before that? To keep the 6 feet distance spacing. Keep the spacing. You gotta have 6 feet spacing. Why they ain't do that 2 years ago with the regular code? They say they ain't got they say they don't have a common cold vaccine on file. But if you Google search, you'll find that. You'll find that they also have a cure, not a treatment, a cure for the COVID on file with a patent number attached to it. Big facts. Slap you in your face facts. But nah, y'all don't want to hear that. Y'all want to join up. You said ain't no more flu either, huh? Word on God, like they ain't got no regular flu no more. Nothing. Come on, man. I ain't got to tell you that I ain't got to tell you that certain shit is a duck. If it quack like a fucking duck, it's a duck. I don't got to tell you it's a duck, fam. If it bark like a fucking dog, it's a dog. I'm not going to mistake it for a fucking cat. Come on, man. They must really be thinking our people are slow or something. Or really that indoctrinated with this TV. And other people that they always seem to pull up ex-doctors, ex-military. How come they don't never bring no current motherfucker in the situation and assess the situation? They always bringing up ex-military, or they bringing up ex-positions, Or they bringing up ex-scientists. Why, if you was really so good, why the fuck you ain't no scientist or no doctor, nothing right now? Peace, Cool Joe. You feel me? Why ain't they like that right now? So let's run it back real quick. You had the bird flu, you had the swine flu, right? You had the, what other flu you had? You had I don't even know the other ones. You had H1N1. Remember that? H1N1? They had a movie called Outbreak about that. Same shit. The movie Outbreak. Same shit. H1N1. What happened to all these flus? What happened to the bird flu? What happened to the swine flu? What happened to the bat flu? What happened to all these other flus now? Now you remember they had anthrax, right? Anthrax was one of them. What else they had? They had a gang of shit. Mad cow disease. You get mad cow disease based off your diet. Real shit though. Real shit. But nah, y'all don't want to hear that. This is an uncomfortable conversation. Uncomfortable conversation. Yo, Cujo, they don't want to have these uncomfortable conversations more. They want to keep it ABC. We don't want to step on nobody's feelings. Man, fuck your feelings. Real shit. If your feelings are not bringing about solutions to the problems that our people keep going through, our people, I don't want to hear your belief system. I don't want to hear your I don't want to hear your feelings. I really don't give a fuck about your feelings. Because your feelings don't solve nothing. The world does not revolve off feelings. Oh, you hurt my feelings. So, truth is the truth. Truth is the truth, G. I ain't gotta worry about your motherfucking feelings. Is it true or is false? Which one? That's all that matters at the end of the day. Truth and false. Because last time I checked, the lady of justice, she got a blindfold on. She ain't got sunglasses on. She got a blindfold on her face. That means she does not care about your complexion. She does not care about your, and you notice that it's the lady of justice. The lady of justice. That means she's a Moabite or a Canaanite. Things that make you go, Why wasn't it called a man of justice? You know why it wasn't called a man of justice? You know why they removed the woman out of the whole Trinity? Ask yourself this off the fly, top of the dome shit. Why did they remove the woman out of the whole Trinity of life? Man, woman, child. They made it Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. They took the woman out of the whole shit. Fool, what up? They took the woman out of the whole demo. That's what's coming back. That's what's coming back right now. Don't y'all know how they be like Mother Nature? Mother Nature. Motherland. Okay. It sound like a common theme right now. Mother Nature, Motherland, man, woman, and child. Then you have the Lady of Justice. The Lady of Justice wields a sword and she has some scales. All you gotta do is Google it. Look at the back of that note in your pocket. You got scales on there. You got a key on there. On that one note. Look at it. It's on there. It's on there. It's on there, man. It's on there. I ain't never heard no police pull nobody over. Speaking of being on there, I ain't never heard a cop pull nobody over and ask them was they a Freemason. I never heard that before. I've never heard a cop. They don't give a fuck about that. So my point of saying that is, while our people are so busy debating on, or want to be like this shit, or I'm a part of this organization, or I'm a part of that organization. What the fuck difference do it make? What kind of organization you belong to? What the fuck? difference does it make what kind of organization you belong to, fam? They got Freemason license plates. They got Freemason license plates. And they still might get their ass fired on. They might fire their ass up. Just because they don't like you. Real shit. You know why? Because instead of doing what the Prophet Noble Drew Ali instructed in the 1920s, we are still divided to this very day. Because people want to be accepted by the European. You want to be accepted by the so-called white man because he's your great white father. To you, not to me. And Moors that know what time it is. Europeans came from us. Like, what are you talking about? How come in the story of Yaqub, they don't never go further and start talking about them 12 Moabite scientists, women scientists? They don't never really dive into that kind of area. Uncomfortable conversations. How come they don't never really dive into the areas of the 12 women genius Moabite scientists? I'm not just going to say women. They were fucking geniuses. 12 women genius Moabite scientists. All women, though. Why didn't they have any man in there? Because you have to go back to mother. Look at words. Look at language. Everything has a matrix. Everything has a mother. Just on words alone. Look at the words. Look at how language is set up, G. Everything has a root word. Language. Everything has a matrix, a mother, an origin. Origin. That's a strong word. So if you're talking about origin, right? Everyone has an origin, a birthplace. This might seem like it's flying all around, but it's all relative, though. Everyone on the planet has an origin, ancestry. And I'm not talking about no fucking ancestry.com either. I'm not talking about no ancestry.com, G. I'm talking about a physical body, landmass politic that your ancestors came from. Our ancestors, mighty Moors, we came from everywhere. Everywhere. That's non-debatable. Everywhere. Everywhere. It's non-debatable. Talking about the first sun-kissed people on the planet. Everywhere. Oh God, a sheik means woman. So, all these things go back to woman. You cannot escape it. You cannot escape the great architect. Honor your mother and your father, so your days shall be longer upon the earth that God, Allah, has given thee. So if you don't honor your mother and your father, you can basically, to paraphrase that, you're fucked. You're fucked. Our people are not honoring our ancient foremothers and forefathers. That's why right now in this position, so-called black people who choose to be black. You're choosing to claim black. Don't get it twisted, because you might hear this video and you might not be thinking about nationality. You might not be thinking about nationality. You might just come up on this video and you like, well, he talking, Cush Day, you know, he supposed to be for us and he's shitting on our people. No. I'm not shitting on our people, because our people are not black people. Our people are not black people. You Google search the matrix of the word black. Just look it up. And you know what's killing me though? Real shit though? Motherfuckers got all these excuses, D. De Niro, Islam, boy. Them tracks go crazy too, boy. They go crazy. So, y'all don't know who Sean De Niro is. Check more music out. That shit go crazy. Real shit. I give it up when the shit cold. When it ain't really cold like that, I leave it alone. I don't even fuck with it. Bro, shit go hard though. And he talking about that more science out. So anyway, back on point. When you talking about, motherfuckers be like, man, our people died to read. You know how motherfuckers say that excuse? Our people died to read. Yeah, fucking yeah. What is your excuse today? What is your excuse today? So-called African Americans, so-called black people, even so-called you say you a noble Moors. What is your excuse today in 2020 and beyond? What is your excuse about when our people died to read? All that bullshit, right? What the fuck you doing right now? Besides watching this video right now, when the last time you actually picked up a book? When the last time you actually picked up a book, read the matrix of words, the parts of speech of words? Words are power, man. You don't even realize how powerful words alone are. Yeah. Sean De Niro, check bro out. Real shit. You cannot escape the science, man. I don't give no fuck if you talking about, man, all that reading shit, man, that's the white man's book. That's another excuse. Because Europeans were civilized by Moors for thousands, no, I would say 2,000 years on the lowball side. We civilized hybrid out beyond Europeans. So since we civilized them, how is it possible for you to fathom the thought that they scribed up anything that we didn't already know about and give them the knowledge to? On God, y'all, man, talking about spell casting. Don't y'all know when you write something, it's called spelling? It's called spelling. When you write something down, it's called spelling. When you speak out of your mouth, it's called phonics. Phonics. Real shit though. Everything has a mother. So in law, that's why I fuck with the more science though, because everything I could research, I could look it up. In law, have you ever looked up in law a term called diversity of citizenship? Diversity of citizenship is a real lawful term, which means if you're not in your own home, you feel me? If you're not in your own home, then your ass got to go home. You know the hood saying. Y'all know the hood saying. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the fuck out of here. Y'all know the saying already. Diversity of citizenship will nullify everything that's going on wrong with our people. But nah, this is an uncomfortable conversation. Y'all don't want that. Y'all want to talk about just basketball. You want to just talk about sports, getting high, pulling up. All you want to talk about is that feel-good shit. Uncomfortable conversations. I don't give a fuck if this is an uncomfortable conversation for you, because I'm not doing it for you. I'm really not doing this shit for you. I'm doing this shit for the babies, my babies, your babies, and the ones that's to come. Old wine, new skin. I really don't give a fuck about what you feel like. Really. Because I'm not doing it for you. I'm doing it for my babies, your babies, and the future generations, the light bearers that are to come. That are to come. That are to come. It's time to stop being so goddamn passive. Oh, I don't want to say that because it's going to make them emotional. I don't give a fuck about that shit. I'm not going to disrespect you, but I'm going to give you that real shit. I'm going to give you that true shit without an ego shit. There's no ego in this shit I'm talking about right now. This ain't no self-gratification in the shit I'm talking about right now. This just facts. Diversity of citizenship will cure, not treat, not what the fuck doctors be doing in the hospitals. Talking about, oh, we're going to give you this. We're going to give you something to treat the shit inside you. Nah, I don't want you to fucking treat it. I want you to cure it. Cures. That's what Moors are about. That's really on this shit. Cures. You know what's another fucking cure? Besides diversity of citizenship, which means if this is not your home, you that are not from these lands, I'm talking about hybrid Albion Europeans. This is not your home. Get this in your head. You hybrid Albion Europeans. All of hybrid Albion Europeans are not bad people. They're not. But you do have hybrid Europeans that are bad people, and you have Moors, so-called melanated beings, that are bad people. It's the energy inside them. They get took over by the dark side. It's energy. It's the force that they give off. They give off a negative vibration. They give off a negative frequency. All right, so you're going to get overtaken by the dark side. Complexion is irrelevant. It does not matter what complexion you is. That shit don't matter. Where are you from? That's all that matters. And are you holding up the principles from the prophet? Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Are you upholding them principles? Are you upholding them principles or you not? You ain't even really got to say you is, because out of your mouth, language is going to say it all. The words that you use out your mouth, as soon as you say something fucked up, I'm like, yeah, either she know or she a op. Or he know or he a op. He a op. You a op, fam. Based off your language. You can't say you got a PhD in anything and talk about black shit. You can't say you an MD or you an MA and talk black shit and not think that I'm not gonna call your motherfucking ass out. And I know that you know better, but you one of them how can I be down ass niggas? I need to get a check. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna run with that black shit. I'm gonna keep pumping that black shit, that blackity black shit. You an agent. I know you an agent. You know you an agent. You just doing it for the bag. You an agent, fam. You an agent. But nowadays, old time, nowadays, it be motherfuckers that look like, not even nowadays. Like bro put up a post that I like when he was talking about Fred Hampton. He talking about Jamal, he was talking about Fred Hampton. Fred Hampton has somebody, if you get the book reference, Cointelpro, The Secret War on Freedom, on your political freedom, if I'm not mistaken. Get the book. It's gonna tell you about J. Edgar Hoover. It's gonna tell you about all the different little Cointelpro operations, dropping crack in the hood, dropping dope in the hood, dropping guns in the hood, getting police to step up they shit to slaughter us in the streets. Get the books. Y'all ain't got no excuse no more like, oh, well, we used to get killed back in the day for picking the book up. You ain't getting killed today picking the book up. You know why? Motherfuckers got y'all figured out. You never supposed to let a motherfucker figure you out. You supposed to be on some Nicola Machiavelli shit. Unpredictable. You supposed to be formless. Shapeless. Can't nobody supposed to be able to predict your moves. These motherfuckers that's getting these think tanks, they predicting y'all moves. They know all they gotta do is drop Camilla Harris on y'all. Y'all gonna get quiet. They know if they bring Al Sharpton to the land, y'all gonna get quiet. They know if they bring Black Lives Matter into the mix, y'all gonna get quiet. Y'all was like rah rah rah. Soon as they bring Al Sharpton and the rest of these motherfucking sellout ass niggas, Cointelpro, known Cointelpro agents, y'all gonna get quiet. Y'all go, shh, let me get quiet. I don't want to ruffle no feathers. Let me get quiet. Fuck all that shit. Motherfuckers been quiet too long. And then the young warriors that's out here are getting misled by people who know what they doing is wrong. But they want to get the bag. Anybody that got a big dumbass platform, pretty much sold out. Pretty much because they have, unlike me and other Moors, they have them big ass platforms and they have what's known as, I ain't gonna say what's known as, I'm gonna just say it, comfortable conversations. It's a comfortable conversation when they talking. Because when they talking about everything racism. Racism is that one of their favorite words. racism, black, oppression, white supremacy. All you gotta do is listen to the buzzwords. They start saying it's racism. They racist. Buzzword. Cointelpro. Cointelpro. Racism. Buzzword. Cointelpro. White supremacy. Buzzword. Cointelpro. Nigga agent. She an agent. So all you gotta do is, once you know the buzzwords, it ain't hard to tell no more on who on fuck shit and who not. On God. But y'all don't think so. So the ones out there that's naysayers that don't think so, put it to you like this. Have you ever seen a policeman pull one of our people over and ask them did they belong to a fraternal order? You so-called black Masons that's out there, right? Black Shriners, whatever you is. Have you ever seen a cop pull one of our people over and in the midst of conversation, before or not they got shot, did he ask them were they part of a fraternal order? No, sir. I ain't never seen it. I'm gonna say that. I've never seen that. I ain't never seen that. If you have, then join the live and tell the world what you saw. I've never saw that. No. I've never saw that. All I've seen is color of law operations in full effect as soon as they get pulled over. That's what I've seen. That's what I've seen. I don't know. And I don't claim to know it all. I just know what I've seen and read. I haven't seen anybody who's a melanated being get pulled over and they say, well, what lodge did you join? Are you part of a fraternal order? So what is that really doing? What is that doing? And then on top of that, you're frozen at 32 degrees or 30. You might get up to 33, which is what water freezes at. So why don't you ever want to come into the more science, which you already are? You already a more anyway. Why don't you want to? What is the problem of you just being yourself and saying, okay, well, I don't need to be ancient, free, and accepted by a European. I don't need their okay. I'm just gonna be myself and honor my mother, my ancient foremothers and forefathers. Why don't you just do that? Versus trying to be a how can I be down ass nigga. Or how can I be down ass chick. Shit wild as hell. It ain't just the motherfucking European. It's not just the hybrid European that's out here fucking our people up. It's not. It's not. It's not, man. It's not. And the whole time, reality for this joint cut off, I'm reading some shit about Abraham Lincoln, what the fuck he was on. All the shit that motherfuckers be talking about Abraham Lincoln was a hero and all this shit, right? Abraham Lincoln had the largest U.S. public execution. Yes. Google it. It was called the Homestead Act. Look up the Homestead Act. Abraham Lincoln. He was going to, he put some Moors that was up there in Minnesota, 38 on. Nigga hung all on. Hung all on. So what he did, he threaded the proverbial needle of institutionalized genocide. That's what he did. That's what Abraham Lincoln really did. He did do a little bit of good with, woo, what up? Abraham Lincoln get all these praises and shit. He wasn't no better. I put the book on my, it's on one, I think it's on my Facebook page. It might be on my IG page. But don't get it twisted. Abraham Lincoln didn't do all the good that motherfuckers think he did. He had the largest public execution in front of thousands of people. Islam Noble, Chicago. Abraham Lincoln. He did do the Emancipation Proclamation, but the Emancipation Proclamation was just a transfer of ownership from the Union states, spread all the way out. when they did the manifest destiny, that bullshit, when they did the manifest destiny, they just took that institutionalized slavery and moved that shit all the way across. That's all they did. That's all they did, man. People that's locked up right now, those are political prisoners. So if you locked up right now, you see this feed, get your ass in the library, study that law, fam. Proclaim your nationality, enforce treaties, constitutional law. Real shit, man. There are cures for this problem right now. The cure is nationalization, decolonization. Real shit. Nationalization, decolonization, diversity of citizenship. Real shit. Those are the cures. I didn't say treatments. Those are the actual factual cures the Prophet Noble Drew Ali dropped down in the 1920s, fam. But even he got sold out. And I'm just an antenna. I'm just an antenna, fam. I'm just an antenna. That's all I am. I'm just an antenna transmitting out shit. I ain't better than nobody. I'm just me. I'm just an antenna. Receiving information and beaming the information out. That's all. On God, real remedies, G. Real remedy. The remedies are already in place. The Constitution, the organic Constitution is not dead. I repeat, the organic Constitution is not dead. It was overthrown. That don't mean it's dead. It was, put it like this. If you got a motherfucking something right there, somebody comes over there, you know, like a tarp for a car or something, or a camouflage tarp, they put some covering on top of the motherfucker. That's what they did with the Constitution. They put covering on the Constitution. It's like a veil. You call that veiling. They veiled the Constitution and then set up unum sanctum operations. 1871. Act of Congress. The adjourned sine die. Real shit. I ain't talking about fantasy shit. I'm talking about real shit. Shit you can feel shit. Factual. Yeah. Exactly. 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 Involuntary servitude. Involuntary servitude is unconstitutional. See that? Voluntary servitude, hey, that's all fair. That's all fair game then. Oh, you voluntarily choose to classify as an African American? All right, well, come on in then. Come on in. We finna bring your motherfucking ass in here then. Come on. You a 14th Amendment chattel property citizen. Because you can't be a U.S. citizen. You're just property. 13th Amendment. And they only kept 2 sections out of that original 20 sections, including the nobility clause. But nah, this might be an uncomfortable conversation for a lot of people. This might be an uncomfortable conversation. So they don't want to talk about this because this is an uncomfortable conversation. I don't get no fuck though. The truth gonna get out anyway. You feel me? The truth is gonna get out anyway, which it's already doing. So it's a beautiful time right now. But if you on the other side, as far as if you choosing to classify yourself as African American, if you choose to classify yourself as a Puerto Rican, if you choose to classify yourself as a Dominican, an Indian, hey, Native American, then you choosing to classify yourself. I know this shit might sound like real wild to people that's not studying up. But these ain't nothing but facts though. If you choosing to call yourself that, it's your choice. Because don't forget the 13th Amendment. Don't forget that. Voluntary servitude, hey, you can go ahead. They'll let you They'll let you talk it. You know how they say when you finna get when the motherfucking handcuffs on you? What the police be saying and shit? Police be like, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. That's called the Miranda rights. They read you the Miranda rights, setting you up the whole time. They telling you in so many words, shut the fuck up, because what you're saying right now, you're going to make it worse on yourself. It's called the Miranda rights. Supreme Court case. That's the importance of learning law, though, G. You got to learn law. True Jim. What's up? You got to learn law because law governs all events, fam. I don't know why the fuck our people, out of all the shit that we going through, getting fucked with by the police, getting fucked with by all these alleged law enforcement and crooked ass magistrates, why the fuck don't our people learn law? Real shit though. Why don't our people learn law, G? Like, why don't we be like, I'm tired of this shit. I'm finna go to the source. I'm finna go to the law book. And then look, bro, that shit gonna slap you across your face so hard. You gonna be like, damn. Cause what they say, you wanna hide something from somebody? You wanna hide something from a nigga? Put it in the book. And if you really wanna hide something from a nigga, use words that got multiple meanings. Cause they not gonna look it up in the dictionary. Real shit. They ain't gonna look it up in no dictionary. Motherfuckers gonna use ebonics. I mean, I talk that slang shit too. I talk the slang shit too. But it's a time and a place though. I know when I'm dealing with a cop, I can't be on that slang shit. I gotta get them straight, cutthroat law. I can't be fucking around with them. Because they're gonna try to classify me as a black man. That ain't happening. Or they're gonna try to classify you as a black man or a black woman. Can't let that happen. You have to be razor fucking sharp. I'm talking about guillotine sharp. Soon as you come across a policy enforcer, you got your game, it's game on. You're gonna be cool, speak with an intelligent tone, and you're gonna treat them how you supposed to treat them. Period. I ain't gotta fight with you. I don't have to argue with you at all. Cool, intelligent tone. Get your stay on law. Don't talk about the ball game. Don't talk about, I know you from somewhere. None of that shit. Straight law. You not finna put me in color of law. Period. I'm not black. I'm not Negro. I'm not colored. I for damn sure ain't African American. If you confused about that, I'm not. Maybe you are, but I'm not. Oh God. You can't be confused about who you are. That's why I said it earlier about the woman. About the woman. You have to know everything begins with mother, the woman. So when we coming across policy enforcers, or we coming across Europeans, or we coming across magistrates, all you gotta do is come back to whose land is this? And whose land ain't this? This is our land. If you a Boricua, this your land. If you a Mexican, this is your land. If you Trinidadian, fuck it. This your land. If you Jamaican, all that shit, this is your land. All the islands. North America, Central America, South America, all that shit. This your land, G. This your world. That's all y'all, that part. That part right there. Once you get that in your head, the concept's gonna start coming. Because if you seek the light, you're gonna receive it. Straight up. If you seek the light, you're gonna receive it. You're gonna receive it. That's just the law of nature. You gotta defend yourself though. Defend yourself. How do you defend yourself? Learn law. Learn law. Because think about it. How can you be living in a land that you don't even know the laws of the land in? That's like if you take your motherfucking ass over there to China, you're going to try to tell them what the fuck they going to do in their land. You ain't even from there. And you don't even know the laws of the land there. Like, how wild do that sound? You sound wild as hell. You feel me? Like 10 seconds, though. Yeah, man. Study, 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 man. Our self-law and master. Islam.